And
Easy 1225, request taxi to the runway.
Easy 115, taxi holding point Alpha Tree, runway 26 left via Papa Alpha November.
Say again for Easy 115.
Easy 115, taxi holding point Alpha Tree, runway 26 left via Papa Alpha November.
Go via Quebec.
Taxi to holding point Alpha 3 via Papa Alpha November for Easy 115.
It's this way, I believe.
New Zealand 225, request taxi.
TUI Jet 104 Tango over to Gatwick Direct now 126.8 at 25. See ya.
It's Quebec. Oh, I forgot to change the thing at the top.
Easy 265, you can continue taxi Juliet, hold short Papa.
Continue taxi Juliet, hold short Papa, Easy 265.
Any stations still awaiting clearance?
Ryanair 17 Golf Romeo, stand by, requesting for position start.
Ryanair 17 Golf Romeo, after the EasyJet passes behind you from left to right, stand 53, push to start approved, long push to stand 102, please.
Right, left onto Juliet.
Push and start approved after EasyJet passes, long push is Ryanair 17 Golf Romeo.
Sounds like he's getting ahead of it now.
Stand 106, request push and start.
Easy 61 Papa Hotel, stand 106, long push and start approved, stand 132.
Stand 106, long push and start approved to stand 132, Easy 61 Papa Hotel.
Ground, good afternoon, EC 23 Romeo Quebec at stand 112, ready for push.
Guess he's gonna.
Easy 23 Romeo Quebec, stand 112, push and start approved.
Slot us in behind him,
long push
probably.
to stand 552, please.
Long push to stand 552, EC 23 Romeo Quebec.
Tomjet 37 X-ray facing west on Kilo, ready for taxi.
Tomjet 37 X-ray, taxi Kilo November,
Papa.
hold short. What is that? Juliet.
Roger, taxi Kilo November and hold short Juliet, Tomjet 37 X-ray.
Wizard 279, ready for push and start, stand 7.
Wizz Air 279, just working out where you are, stand by a second. Okay, Wizz Air 279, stand 11, push straight back approved.
I'll push straight back to Wizard 279.
KLM 642 over to Gatwick Director now. 126.825, see ya.
So next instruction should be Papa Alpha November to Alpha 1 maybe.
KLM 642, goodbye. KLM 642, it's tower frequency 124.225. KLM 642, Gatwick ground.
Or Alpha Sierra maybe.
Go ground to Alpine 5 Tango Lima with you at stand 48, ready for push and start.
Easy 115 over to tower now, 124.225, see ya.
Over to tower, Easy 115, thank you for your service for that.
They're using both lanes here.
Alpine 5 Tango Lima, stand 48, push and start approved, face south.
Push start approved, face south, Alpine 5 Tango Lima.
Probably put us in that lane now.
Easy 265, you can continue taxi holding point Alpha 2, runway 26 left now via Papa and Alpha Sierra.
Papa Alpha Sierra for Alpha 2, easy 265.
And easy 265, apologies, I forgot that I held you short of Papa.
No problem, easy 265. I was going to call him soon.
Tomjet 37 X-ray, you can continue your taxi to holding point Alpha 3, runway 26 left via November and Alpha November.
Roger, continue to holding point Alpha 3 via November, Alpha November, Tomjet 37 X-ray.
Tomjet 37 X-ray, disregard.
Disregard, holding Tomjet 37 X-ray.
Wait, that's Alpha November.
Tomjet 37 X-ray, you're an Alpha 2 departure, sir. Are you able to continue November and then Alpha Sierra?
Roger, yeah, we'll continue November
Yep,
to
that's
Alpha
fine.
Sierra, holding point Alpha 2, Tomjet 37 X-ray.
And Tomjet 37 X-ray, give way to the EasyJet Airbus A320, which will be passing you right to left on Alpha Sierra.
Roger, giving way to EasyJet, passing right to left, Alpha Sierra, Tomjet 37 X-ray.
Easy 24 Zulu Whiskey at stand 12, ready to push back, but can you confirm which direction to face, please?
Easy 24 Zulu Whiskey, stand 12, push straight back.
Push straight back, Easy 24 Zulu Whiskey. Easy 61 Papa Hotel, request taxi.
Okay, all stations stand by for a moment, please, guys. I've got a lot going on here. I just need to organise everything. Easy 265, it's over to Tower now 124.225. See ya.
Tower 124.225. Thanks for your help. Easy 265.
Tomjet 37 X-ray.
Gatwick Tower, easy 265, holding Alpha 2.
Easy 265, Gatwick Tower, hello, hold Alpha 2.
Hold Alpha 2, easy 265.
Easy 76 Lima Hotel, Gatwick Tower. Easy 76 Lima Hotel, runway 26 left, cleared land, wind 230 at 11 knots.
126825 is Gatwick departure.
Easy 265, hold Alpha 1.
Hold Alpha 1, easy 265.
Gatwick Tower, KLM 642 at Alpha 3, ready for departure.
KLM 642, Gatwick Tower, hello, hold Alpha 3.
Hold at Alpha 3, KLM 642.
Is this Alpha 1? This has got to be Alpha 1 here, right?
Easy 76 Lima Hotel, contact the London Control 129.425, bye-bye.
There's not much space between Alpha 1 and Alpha 2.
Easy 76 Lima Hotel, my apologies, fly heading 180 degrees.
These boxes are awfully small. $16 minutes.
Easy 76 Lima Hotel, contact the Director 126.825.
Engines have been running for like 16 minutes. Flipping heck, is he sat in a wind tunnel? Do you reckon he's flying the PMDG?
Easy 265, fire off 1 line at 26 left.
I'm at 26 left, easy 265.
Tomjet 37 X-ray, was that you calling?
Tomjet 37 X-ray, roger, Alpha Sierra, holding for 26 left.
Easy aggression, Tomjet 37 X-ray, good afternoon, hold Alpha 2.
Good afternoon, hold Alpha 2, Tomjet 37 X-ray.
KLM 642, hold Alpha 1.
Hold Alpha 1, KLM 642.
Sounds like Tower's doing some of the groundwork as well.
Easy 265, 26 left, good take off the wind 230 degrees, 11 knots.
Clear for takeoff, easy 265.
And then 642 behind the London, correction, behind the departing EasyJet Airbus 320 by off 1 minus 26 left behind.
Behind the EasyJet, came in.
On flex SRS, thruster set. It's 100 knots. As we want. Gears coming up.
Jet 3, 7 X-ray, hold Alpha 1.
Hold Alpha 1, Tom Jet 3, 7 X-ray.
Easy 265, contact with the control 129.425 for line.
129.425, easy 265. That's different. Somebody must have gone offline.
3 degrees, 11 knots, 26 plus clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, Canada 642.
Jet 3, 7 X-ray, power 1 line at 26 left.
Fire Alpha 1, lined up 26 left, Tom Jet 3, 7 X-ray.
Level by Aptum.
That's a good Golf arrival for Gatwick. We're ready to descend to flight level 190. Did I get that correct?
Negative 140, level by Aptum.
Level 140.
Yeah, I'm on Valenta.
Speedbird 957, report your MAC number.
Speedbird 937, Mach 0.6510.
Then 957, roger, report that MAC number to Brussels on 131.1, bye-bye.
Roger, switch to Brussels Center, Speedbird 957, thank you for service, and bye-bye.
London Control, ET265 on Lores 1 kilo departure, 5,000 feet on 1022.
Easy 265 London, hello to you, climb now, flight level 170, route direct Drake.
Route direct Drake and climb 170, flight level 170, easy 265.
Speedbird 31, request taxi.
Delta Forces are ready to descend.
Stand by, Air Malta 101, taxi holding point November Bravo 3 by Bravo and Lima.
Bravo Lima, hold November Bravo 3, Air Malta 101.
Speedbird 31, taxi to holding point November Bravo 1 via Bravo and I can't remember what the link is at the end, but November Bravo 1 at the end.
Taxi via Bravo X-ray, November Bravo 1.
Oh, I got a little bit busy. Frequency change I wasn't expected.
Say again? 6210 or 290? 290. Thanks.
I don't understand why I didn't pass us to Gatwick,
Contact Brussels
Gatwick
on 131.1, bye-bye.
approach departure.
131.1, photograph and speedbird.
Gave us straight to London Control.
See ya, easy 14 X-ray Zulu, contact Brussels on 131.1.
131.1, easy 1 for X-ray, yeah.
Easy 75 Kilo Lima, you with me? Nope. Kilo West 439, there's no further ATC for yourself, Monty Unicom 1228. 122 decimal 8, have a good one, bye. See ya, November 319, Mike Zulu, same for yourself, Monty Unicom 1228.
22.8, no road 319.
We're going to get thrown to Unicom soon.
See ya, I fly 820, descent to 4,000 feet, clear dial, let's approach 27 left.
Just for correction.
Listen, photo with the islands from 200 Alpha 820.
David 678, request taxi arrival November 4 whiskey.
678, roger, taxi got Alpha, hold November 4 whiskey.
Alpha November 4 whiskey, speedbird 678.
875 Kilo Lima.
Under control, good afternoon, Tom Jet 37, let's get you climbing out of 3,000 feet for 7,000.
Tom Jet
Sunny
37,
coast.
under control, hello to you. Climb now, follow 170, route direct Drake.
Thank you, climb 170, direct Drake, Tom Jet 37, X-ray.
CDS 4 Echo, request taxi, please. 344 Echo, after the parking company A320 passes on Alpha, you can follow him on Alpha to hold up on Alpha 4. Sorry, let's try that again. After the parking company on Alpha, left to right, taxi on Alpha and hold November Bravo 3. After passing traffic from left to right, holding November Bravo 3, taxiing an outside speedbird for sector.
Delta 1012 to the back clear takeoff 260 degrees 139.
November 3 clear takeoff 27 left air, multiple 01.
Yeah, once we get halfway over the channel, I think he'll check us over to Unicorn. That's a cracking view of the coast, isn't it? Look at that.
KLM 642, London control, hello, climb now, flight level 230.
Flight level 230, KLM 642.
London control, good afternoon. Easy, this is 15. Sorry for the delay. We're actually passing flight level 28, descending to flight level 100. 4 miles inbound padlock with you.
87 Kilo Lima, hello, it's the TEL 21 November arrival, descend flight level 160.
12 to 1 November arrival and descending flight level 160 Eastern 5 Kilo Lima.
What is that, Worthing?
34 Kilo Alpha, reach past Jacko.
I reckon Jack lives not too far away from here. I think he lives in Brighton. It's got to be Brighton down there.
Repeat.
Are we cleared past Jacko?
Yes, you're clear for the you can redirect grabs for the
Was that Shore on 16?
5,000 feet, QNH 1021.
Direct grabs the transition to 5,000 feet, QNH 1021, 34 Kilo Alpha.
Oh yeah, Worthing.
Stand by, easy 115, London, hello to you.
Yeah, Shore on 16, Brighton's over there.
130, easy 115.
Easy 6 Uniform Bravo, London, hello to you. 26 left of desk, 1 Golf arrival, stop descent, flight level 150.
Need an extra climb now, buddy.
Easy 265, flight level 370.
Flight level 370, easy 265.
Series Jet 104 Tango, contact Brussels, control 131.1, bye bye.
We're out of here. Mr. Durka, how are you doing, sir? How are you doing? Good to hear from you. Thank you for 75 months.
So it's on standby 1. Tom Jet 4 Brother Tango, Unicorn 1228.
Oh, you're just next to Worthing, Jack. Oh, so you're down there then?
Nothing good. Channel 8 Yankee, hello sir. Push out approved face out.
How's the beer brewing thing, Mr. Durka? How are we doing?
See you.
Busy?
Speedbird 315, November Bravo 1, line up weight 2 to the left.
Selling lots of beer, I hope?
Speedbird 315, November Bravo 1,
Yeah, doing alright.
2 to the left.
Doing okay.
November Bravo 1, line up from way 2 to the left, Speedbird 315.
I'm definitely going to come and see you in the summer, in my plane.
874 left, November 4 whiskey, line up weight 27 left behind.
No, we've got to make that happen this summer. I need to do the hours anyway. I'll probably fly Sommy down there and we can go on a flight or something.
Correct, Malta 101, climb now, report passing altitude, climb now, flight level 130.
I can basically book it out all day now, no problems.
Easy 115, route direct Brooklands Park, Bravo Papa Kilo.
No more stressing about getting the plane back for a certain time.
Easy 115.
London control, easy 61 Papa Hotel, 4000, North 1 X-ray.
86-1 Papa Hotel, London, hello, climb now, flight level 130.
Climb now, flight level 130, easy 61 Papa
London
Hotel.
control's pretty busy.
Malta 101, direct Faulkner.
Not seeing anything on the way down there. Nothing's online.
Flight 20, runway 27,
Mallorca.
clear to land 260 degrees 13 knots.
Wow, there's nobody online in French airspace. We've got UK airspace. This was online earlier today. We've got all this. Germany's coming online. France, can't be bothered. Spain, can't be bothered.
Further control,
It's too hot.
Northern Apron, do you cover clearance for here, sir?
I do.
Open the brew now for the public.
Liverpool,
Oh, nice,
Hazel 2
nice,
Fox,
nice.
Departure runway 24, score 3414.
Thank you. Clear to Liverpool, Hazel 2 Foxtrot, runway 3414 on the
Yeah, we need to make it happen this summer.
Here, 206, all route back is fully correct at your discretion. Push and start and taxi to runway 24. Can be fully ready for departure.
Will go, sir. Thank you.
He's going to be chucking us over to Unicom very, very soon.
3 to an X-ray, climb final 370.
Flight to flight level 370, Tom Jet 37 X-ray.
Speedbird 3127, left clear takeoff, the service into 260 degrees 13 knots.
Clear takeoff runway 27 left, Speedbird 31.
ML to 101, climb final 350. 350, Malta 101. 8115, climb final 200.
Flight level 200, 8115.
Jersey, 4 kilo, Alpha D6, 4,000.
That's cool. When you're up here, you can see both coasts.
Speed, correction, easy, 6, uniform Bravo, descent flight level 80.
Level 80, 6 uniform Bravo.
You're just about to open another bar. Does that mean you're selling lots of beer? That's awesome, man.
Stand by PDC. Not that one. Hang on. Try again.
Thank you for 25 months of pause. You're welcome. Thank you for the support.
Matt Cry, 45 Charlie, no further.
Don't need to sell more beer. What?
Unicom 1228 from Matt Cry, from Matt Charlie, many thanks for the service. Have a good one. Bye bye.
So you're opening another bar so that you can sell more of it. I see.
London Control, hello.
Chichester.
172 X-ray.
You should go to Goodwood and sell beer there. That's what you should do. Get a van or something. Put a load of beer in the back.
26 left at Gatwick.
Easy 172 X-ray London, hello to you. Fly heading 170 degrees and descend flight level 150.
They won't do it. They want to know.
Alright,
yeah, they want to keep it all exclusive. That's why.
Easy 172 X-ray flight heading 170 degrees and descend flight level 150.
Keep it under tight control.
Heading 170 degrees and descend to flight level 50. Easy at 172 X-ray.
London Control, hello, you're flying 5 Tango Lima with you, flying through
fly live,
2600.
Mr. Matman, thank you for 68 months.
Now flight level 100.
Climb now throttle 100.
So I'm just behind it, Lewis.
5 Tango Lima.
Speedbird 31, report you passing altitude, climb now flight level 130.
Climb level 130, passing 2,800, Speedbird 31.
I'm just behind the IRL plane.
5, continue on Unicom 1228.
It's going to throw us over now, you watch.
See ya, easy 265, monitor Unicom 1228, bye bye.
122.8, thanks for your help, easy 265.
No worries, KLM 642, monitor.
And there's Unicom. And then it suddenly goes very quiet. How do you know a flight control's talking to you? Because you've got a flight number and you file it, and then you declare yourself as that. They communicate back to you as that. So my flight number, my handle is Easy 265. So you got to listen out for them saying Easy 265. Because nobody in France is online right now, so we can't get any. This blue area here, that was him, under control. So he covers that area, which is quite a lot. But there's nobody here to control us. So we have to fly on Unicom while we do this stretch. If we're lucky, somebody will come online later at Palma Somebody was on this morning, so you never know. Yeah, I mean, Germany's just put a load of ATC online. So if you fly this way, you'll get some control. Also, Scandinavia's being lazy as well. St. Petersburg has got a tower online. You must learn to think in the Russian. RVO is better for Europe. Is it really? Durka, do they have an equivalent VAT spy, like an IVO spy, where you can go and view what's online in IVO? See, what amazes me, like, Gatwick is just... They've been online all day, like the whole stack. Gatwick's so well covered. Better for EU now. Or WebEye, gotcha. Jesse Juice, thank you for 28 months. Schiphol is lazy, that's why it's so chaotic. Gatwick's always busy. They've obviously got a bunch of guys down at Gatwick who are really, really keen. UK VATSIM's great. It seems to be really well. I remember Boston VATSIM used to be pretty good, but Boston IVAO is really good if I remember. I don't know what's going online over there yet, if anything. Looks like they've got an Atlantic controller going on. And they got Philly. Newark's online. This is early morning for them. Still pretty scant, wasn't it? Should do some US flights. Why, Joseph? In Iro, Schiphol is so busy in Celtic, the flights are being cancelled and delayed because of personnel shortage. Yep. Nobody wants to work. I think your tablet see Phoenix, it works right. It does, apart from you still in a browser. And what I was kind of hoping for, Durka, is on my tablet I could fire up an app, and if I do stuff on the app, it would do stuff here as well. That would have been really nice. But what actually happens is you connect to your PC via your browser, so it's always in a browser, and it has no relationship to what this is doing. I mean, it's decent, but maybe one day we'll get an app for it. That would be nice. Still, you know, you can't complain. It's a good DFB. Oh, yeah, I agree. I mean, what I wanted, Durka, was like to have my little tablet here and pretty much what you're saying, not have to keep looking over here. But I could do everything I was doing there, I could do here, but in a dedicated app. But I'd have to try it on the browser to see how I get on with it. But yeah, I'd really like to be able to just keep my eyes forward and do stuff on the app. But I kind of want to be able to do that and do stuff on the app so that chat can see what I'm doing. Otherwise, I'm doing stuff here, nobody can see what I'm doing. So then that brings me back to what I used to do, which is use an Apple Air server and put it on the screen. But then, because it's a browser, it doesn't work quite as well. Doable, but yeah. There's a tool that uses FSUI PC, provides a web interface and flights into. Yeah, I don't tend to use FSUI PC. Nice and peaceful. It's nice up here, isn't it? Lots of little fluffies down below. Good scenery. I haven't got ATC shouting at us. You gotta go to work soon, Neverine. I guess you'll miss the landing. Yeah, it's Le Mans 24 hour today. It just set off, I think. I've not seen any major clouds. There was some stuff over at Scotland. I think Scotland's still getting the outer remnants of Storm Alex, which I totally blame Lolstocky for. So when we took off out of Edinburgh, it was a bit gusty and a bit cloudy, very overcast at 3400 or something. And then we got out of there and it was nice after that. Yeah, what I want to see him fixed, Turker, is the snap weather. You know, you still used to get this on X-Plane. I think you still do. Where you're flying along and you see like the weather suddenly snapping as it gets an update. I hate that. There's nothing more immersion breaking than weather snapping. Boeing, thank you for 106 months. Can I please say hi to William? Hello, William. Boeing, did I give you your VIP badge yet? Yeah, apparently X-Plane 12 is going to fix that weather snap problem, but I don't know what they're going to do with Microsoft Flight Sim. I did give you VIP, didn't I? Yeah, you can see it there. There it is. .40, how you doing? Yeah, I've given a couple more badges out today. McBone got one, and who else got it? McBone and somebody else. Mr. Capac, thank you for 66 months. Is it Fatty, of course? Yeah, Fatty got it. Mr. Fatty who always goes, my lord. Yeah, Captain Jack, I thought, I'm not using VIP things at all. Where I only have like 100 I can give out, I think it is. But if and when we hit that 100 limit, then I'll have to try and work out who's no longer actively subbed and then give it to somebody else, basically. But I thought when you get to 100 sub months, that's a long time to be supporting the channel. That's got to be worthy of a VIP badge. Yes, you can totally do that. You can use anything from GA planes upwards. Yeah. I've even seen military planes. Yeah, it's annoying, Jack, because it actually goes in as a roll. The way they've done it, the way they've implemented it is a roll. So you give the VIP roll to someone and you're limited to 100 rolls. So I don't even think I can give out 100 VIPs because I have other roles like moderator and things like this. So it's a little bit frustrating, but because VATSIM have military controllers now, but when I was departing, where was we when them F-16s or F-18s were taken off? The problem is the model matching doesn't work, so it showed them as like commercial jets. They're actually just little FA-18s, I think they were. But yeah, they can totally take off and land. As long as they can fly, you know, under instruction, they're fine. Who's the next mod to get you to the 100? Is it Whiteland or me? Whiteland's not a mod. Whiteland's not a mod, Chris. So Whiteland's already got the 100 month thingy, but he's not a mod. I think it's probably going to be you, I think. Is it worth using DX12 on this yet? I don't know. Not tried it. I don't know what I'm on. DX11, I assume? Let's have a quick look at the weather down, see if anything's changing down at Mallorca. Well, after Whiteland, it's got to be probably you or Alex, I think. Few clouds at 3,000 feet. 27 Celsius. 11 knot wind. Definitely landed on 2-4. Seems like it's a very nice conditions right now. Lorries. So they have 6,000 foot high mountains on the northwest side, and the route brings you in. Lorries 1 kilo brings you this way to the Palenza VOR on the north of the island. And then after Palenza, you pretty much turn in on a 237. Yeah, they're all real time. I don't know Boeing. Yeah, but Jack, I mean, a lot of people did lose a lot of months through that lack of backdating thing, particularly when they changed all the payment systems. Do you remember that? Like, they changed Twitch changed the way that you pay, changed payment provider, and along the way a lot of people, the subs got cancelled. There was like a whole wave of subs being cancelled and Twitch never told anybody. And by the time some people realised, like, they came back and were like, wait, why am I not subbed? And then they lost all the progress because it didn't roll over how many months it had. It was awful. Yeah, Exola was not fun. Let's see, approach. We'll do that one. So there is a station down here, San Joa, which would be useful to punch in, but arguably not useful on left runway, more useful on right. Let's see. So for Zulu, 2-4 left on Zulu. Mr. Hawk, thank you for 19 months. Apparently Twitch messed up again. I can't use my PayPal at the moment and they don't accept bank transfer for security reasons. Have you not... Can you not just use a card or something? See any constraints on the way in? $5,500 feet minimum here. So if we come in on 2-4 left, Sierra 1 or Sierra 2 exit. Any idea where they park EasyJets down here? Terminal A. Isn't it all Terminal A? Don't know. I guess we'll go either Pier C or here somewhere on the south side. $28 to $33. So like here, there's 28, 29, 30, 32, 34. Got all the even numbers here. So around here. La Rochelle, very distant east. Over there somewhere, kind of outer range. Oh, wouldn't you believe it? Look at that. Northwest France control just came online just as I'm leaving their airspace. Look. If these guys had been online when we came out of Gatwick, we'd have got handed over to them. But they've come online as just we're leaving their airspace. Scumbag. Unbelievable. I think they're watching me. They're like, right, he's gone. Quick, go online. Right, I'm going to go and check on the dogs. I'm also going to make myself a sandwich because I'm hungry. And Mrs. Squirrel is away until Monday. So I am all on my own with the doggos. Which means I need to go and check up on them and also make a sandwich. So I guess we can leave you on that view there. Or do you prefer that view there? It's probably a slightly more interesting wing view. And I shall be back shortly. The what now, Dave? Listen, if I can get a Tesla robot to make me a sandwich, I'd have one. But as it stands, I've got to make my own. Back in a bit. I'm back. Yet again, Dole tried to follow me. How are we getting on? How's my lunch? I'll let you know in a minute. This is my lunch. Chicken and bacon pasta thing. Do that a second while I eat. I shall still be here. Yeah, I was thinking like I could have a sandwich or I could just have something out the like a microwave meal. Yeah, chicken and bacon and like a white pasta thing. Our aeroplane's 2 minutes ahead of you. As in, I'm catching it up. Five tons of fuel. Everything looks okay. Typical Midland France, bit boring. Currently over Florida, Cancun, Atlantic City. Nice. Can't see any other stuff online. Spain's been very, very lazy. What's going on? Look at this. You've got some France online. Germany's coming online. UK's been online all day. Look at this. Epic. If you, like this morning, the flight that we did from Edinburgh to Gatwick, right now you get a full stack all the way in. That's crazy good. Spain's like, yeah, whatever, bro. Italy's being a bit lazy, although Italy's got Roma Tower on. I think they're having an extended siesta. Really is a whole lot of nothing. Ghost Dragon, thank you for 20 months. So, is anybody going on holiday this summer? And if so, where are you going? I've got a cruise coming up in about 4 weeks' time, I think. That'll be my first holiday since 2019. Mid-Wales. I hope the weather's good. Wales can be amazing if the weather's good. Wheelman, thank you for 4 months. Bulgaria, Tuscany, Zurich. Did it all by train, nice. Doesn't really count for you, Jack, that I don't think. Butlins? Are they still going? You're not planning on going on holiday, you're almost finished with your truck license, expecting to work at the same time. I've seen adverts for Butlins where they're kind of rebranding themselves a bit. Like trying to aim it for younger people as well, I think. Came back from Mallorca last week. I'd love to go to Mallorca again. This game may be on Steam Summer Sale Travex, I've no idea. We'll have to wait and see. Doing loads of 1780 weekends. Blimey. Sounds like they're rebranding because they got a bad name for a while. Why don't you do it, Jack? Is that where you're going to go then, Dirk? Or are you just going to go to the near one? Like the one that's 15 minutes away? I've always wanted to go to one of those centre park things, but every time I look at them, and then I look at the price, and I just think, well, for that money, I could actually go abroad and do something. Have you had any issues spawning cold and dark in the Phoenix? Sometimes the PFD India will not turn on if they're connecting to external power. And you've definitely got the external app running. You definitely have that running. Well, Lanzarote is 4 hours away, Jack. You could try Mallorca for 2 hours. And then when you're comfortable with that, you could try the Canaries 4 hours, and then after that, you should be fine. You don't want fear to rule your life, Jack, ultimately. Ryanair charging £55 to see a human at check-in. Wow. Is that a joke or is that for real? Oh yeah, I love Mallorca. Can't go wrong with Mallorca. Great island. Wait, so if you do like online self-check-in, that's okay, but if you need to see somebody, they'll charge you £55 for talking to them. Michael O'Leary's just a star, isn't he? He never stops thinking up new ways of taking money. Yeah, so if you've got any query, any issue, £55, love it. That's like flipping customer service on its head. Instead of making customer service something that they focus on to keep passengers coming back for more, they turn it on its head and say, you do it all yourself, and if you need us, we're here, but we're £55. What? How long-lasting damage that does to your brand. Any person that gets charged £55 is going to walk away very resentful of Ryanair and think, I'm not flying with them again, which is the opposite of what he wants. I think it's like a short-term victory. Thank you for 10 months, Laurenisi. New badge. Going to start charging £30 for the extra weight you've eaten between check-in and the gate. Don't give him ideas. Not only that, the last time I flew Ryanair, the cabin crew staff, I don't know what to say, but none of them, they were all miserable. They probably the way they're treated as well, or paid, or both. But they just weren't engaging or happy to do their job. And I flew EasyJet, they're all very different. $160 nautical, top of descent. Spirit charges $30 to get a paper copy of your boarding pass. I mean, it's all very well and good when you've got your phone. Let's say you go on holiday and lose your phone. What are you going to do then? You can't show them the electronic version anymore. Oh, hello. Greetings. Tony Hall, greetings from a fan of your streams. Keep up the good work. Don't forget to activate your approach face. I thought some controller had come online then. BA supposedly don't treat their cabin crews well either. I don't know about BA. Like, when you're outbound, you can print your boarding pass off, but when you're returning, you can't, because you're at home, you've got your printer or whatever, you can print things out, but when you get out there, what are you going to do? How are you going to print your stuff? It does give out your real name on Vansim, yes. Have you heard Sweden close the pipeline to SAS? Nope. I think we'll have to fly to where there's some ATC. France has been a bit lazy. Saw someone use the self-check-in things. The bag was overweight, so they took some stuff out, weighed it, and put it back in to avoid the charge. I mean, you've got to have baggage limits at the end of the day. You have to. Like, you're an aircraft in the air. There's only so much weight you can take. You've got to have them, but it's how they apply them and charge for them that's interesting. Like, 20 kilograms in a suitcase is not a lot, and if you go out there, if you go out with 20 kilos, chances are you're coming back with all that stuff and then whatever you bought while you was out there, and that's where it goes horribly wrong. If they're entering mainland Spain, they're way ahead of us. Because, like, we're already here, and we've got some ways to go to the Spanish border. How does Europe get away with such cheap flights? Yeah, it's to do... I watched a video on that years ago, Iron Man. And it's all to do with the American competition laws. And the way they license the things out. It's basically a bit of a cartel in America, whereas in Europe, it's a lot more open to competition. And competition is what drives prices down. Switch to cruising flight level on your way to Luxembourg. Where from? Oh yeah, like, well, at the start of COVID we lost Flybe, didn't we? Over here. Sounds dangerous, Dave. Yeah, Flybe went as administration, but then I think, if I remember, they were looking for a new owner, somebody to basically buy them, and somebody bought them, or I can't remember who. But they went to its administration at one point. Should be heading more or less straight for Barcelona. This is probably the start of the Spanish hills. How you doing, Volcano? About 100 nautical now to descent. I don't know, Ionic, like the UK rail network's not exactly amazing, is it? Aussie Trainman, thank you for 11 months. Oh, they have just opened that new London Crossrail thing. Or part of it, anyway. So that Crossrail, when it's fully open, I can drive about 20 minutes down the road to Shenfield, get on at Shenfield, and I can go all the way across London, or into London, or even down to Heathrow. It's mad. The section out to Shenfield's not open yet, though, is it, Imp? I think that opens up next month or something. Didn't they open the western bit up or something? It comes into Liverpool Street. Vaguely remember. You get all the way to Reading. Yeah, when it's all open end to end. Currently, you can't travel end to end. That's what I understand. It's not linked up yet. It's not linked up at Stratford to Whitechapel yet. That's it. So you can't yet get on one end and go to the other. Hero in Hong Kong, how you doing? 77 months seems like a lucky number. Thank you very much, sir. Haven't heard from you for a while. Shenfield section has been open as TfL rail for a few years, but you have to change at Liverpool Street. Yeah, but there's going to be trains that go all the way end to end, isn't there? That's the plan. Or will you always have to change? Autumn, yeah. I remember reading it on the news article, like the stages that it's going to open in. So if you want to go to Heathrow from Shenfield in, will you be able to sit on one train? Or will you have to change somewhere when it's all open? There's the Med. On train or change at Paddington, different service platforms. Because like being able to get a train to Heathrow actually makes Heathrow that much more appealing for me. Because like at the moment, if I want to fly at Heathrow, I've got to drive all the way around the M25 and park up. Or I've got to take a train into Liverpool Street, switch, take an underground, switch, take another underground. It's a bit of a mess. Whereas with this, I can get on at Shenfield and get a train to Heathrow. Which is, that's a big deal. Also, if I remember, Heathrow Express trains used to be very expensive. Don't know if they still are. Shenfield end, you'll have a few optional trains to terminate at Heathrow. Right, so coming back, you're going to have to probably wait a while to get the train you want. Yeah, I think the reason they charge so much is because they know your alternative is to pay a car park, and that's going to cost you a lot. Right. Just double check on the weather while I've got some time. Still 27 degrees, still 220 at 11 knots, still a few clouds, nothing's changed. I don't like going on coaches, to be honest, Langeveld. Just reminds me of school. Mickey. I want to go back to Tottenham Court Road at some point and see what they did with it. Like, I used to work in London when they started digging that thing. I remember the mess they made. Massive trench they dug. They basically opened up a huge area in Tottenham Court Road station, then just dug down and then lowered down the boring machines, the tunnelling machines, and then just start tunnelling out of London. It's mad. But yeah, massive. Like, I remember that station as it used to be. I went in and out of there quite a few times. But I think it's been a bit like Stratford, actually. Before the Olympics went to Stratford, Stratford Station was, you know, we're going back quite a few years now, but Stratford Station was just unrecognisable compared to what it is now. Indigo Thunder, thank you for 4 months. That was for the Crossrail project, Captain Jack. So yeah, it's one of the key stations that got upgraded. One of the points where they decided to put the tunneling machines. I bet these guys who live in this valley have a bit of a microclimate because they are surrounded by mountain. Oh, Stratford just got... Stratford used to have... It was like a derelict industrial wasteland. It was covered in like old gas towers. It was a real mess. It was like abandoned and derelict, and then it became, I think, one of the regeneration zones. Might have been an EU project, I can't remember. But a lot of money poured in. They did the station up. All these apartments and high-rise buildings went up. Then the connection came in from, is it the trip over to France, I think, came in and connected somewhere nearby. They made some link, I can't remember what it was, and then more money came in. And then investors came in, and then of course the Olympics, when that kicked off, huge amounts of money came in. And property prices soared through the roof. But the whole, like, Westfield Shopping Centre opened there, because originally they only had one over in west of London, down at White City, and then Westfield East opened, which was Stratford. So that got built, that brought even more. But yeah, within about 15 years, it's just completely transformed. So that's got to be Barcelona. Sorry, Barcelona up ahead. Somewhere over there. Probably that. That's probably Barcelona shipyard docks. Oh yeah, honestly, Stratford used to be not a dangerous place, but it wasn't somewhere you'd walk around at night, let's put it that way. Completely different now. And if you want property there, good luck with that. When you start descending, so the flight computer predicts like here. So if I was on ATC, when I get to Luke Ebb, I'd start calling for a descent soon. But we're not, so we'll just take ourselves down. There's absolutely nothing online around here. Going to North Wales for a Saab meet. When's that? There's an event on there soon, isn't there? Like Wings and Wheels or something like that. You enjoy that waft of warm air on the escalators? I don't. I'm usually already too hot on the underground. Central line today is 23 Celsius. It'll be 33 down there. Yep, I've literally lived through that years and years in a suit. Imagine that in a shirt and trousers and everything on the underground, and it's like 35 Celsius. It's not fun. And then it's a packed train, and then it gets stuck in a tunnel because of a signalling failure. It is very unpleasant. I've seen people pass out. I've seen people have to sit down because they're going to pass out. I've been stuck in a tunnel at like 35 plus Celsius for well over 25 minutes, to the point where when they actually brought us out the station at Liverpool Street, they were stood there with bottles of water, like crates of water. People were just falling off the train. It was just horrid. Mod changeover. Hey Ken, hey Hannah. I think Imp's been holding the fort here. Thank you, Imp. We're starting our descent soon down into Palma, Mallorca. Just flying overhead. Barcelona's down there. 45 Celsius in Phoenix. That doesn't sound fun. I take it it's a dry heat though, isn't it? So it's not too bad. Like when I was in Vegas, it was 45 and dry. You have to drink a lot of water, but I'd rather have that than Florida 35 humid. Will you ever fly bigger planes at some point? Do you know, when I was flying around in Cessnas and people said that, I said yes. I didn't expect people to say that when I flew around in an A320. Listen, when PMDG port their 777 over, I'll be happy to fly that. They're still, those GE90s are still my favourite engines. A long haul stream, imagine that in. Just to, like, literally do an IRL Heathrow to Florida. Or Heathrow to San Francisco. Put the stream on. Come back 6 hours later. Oh yeah. It'd be like 24 hours of Le Mans all over again. That's what I need to be able to do, mate. I need to be able to set up a long haul flight on my computer and then like switch to a gaming laptop or something and then just stream Siege. Just play Siege for 6 hours and then flick back to the flight. Bearded Frodo, thank you for 9 months. Twitch baby hype dude. There's the airport. I've been in here on a ship. They docked here somewhere in the cruise ship. And I think we went up there. I think there's a shopping area up there somewhere. Right, finally done with your sculpting blender. What are you sculpting? Still nobody online. LAX to FCO stream, the longest flight you've ever taken. 13 hours? Flippin' heck. Did you sit there for the whole thing? I can't remember, Nifty. I think it did a world update. I can't remember when. Wait a minute. Nuke Chef. I recognise that name. Nuke Chef is Gatwick to Mallorca, and he's currently over the island of Mallorca on the northeast side. So he's well ahead of us. He clearly left a lot earlier because he probably isn't. I don't know if he's on VATSIM or not. I'm thinking if he's not on VATSIM, he wouldn't have had to wait like I did. And then you've got another A320, Easy 63 Victor Bravo, also doing the same journey. And then one's come in from not Munich, EDDL, it's EDDL, Germany, not sure. There you are, Newt. Yeah, I've just seen you. There's one just landing. Not sure where he's come from. Nuke Chef, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's another A320 literally 90 degrees to your right, not far away. I don't know what altitude they're at, but you definitely have traffic around you. At Dusseldorf. There's Mallorca. He's at 7,000. What are you at? There is one coming in from Munich as well, coming in from the east side. And coming in from, not Innsbruck. What's that one? LOWW is... I think they'll all get in before me, so that's fine. EDDH will be behind me. Easy 265, that's me. But it shows me in a different position, so I don't get that. Valenza's good, but I think it's slightly off sometimes. Vienna. Yeah, there's quite a few flying into Parma right now. Absolutely no ATC whatsoever. Yeah, I don't know where it gets its data from, Ian, but it's definitely behind. But it's behind with itself. Like, it shows me on active flights, and then literally 30, 40 nautical behind, it shows me again as a VATSIM flight. So it's saying you're here, but you're also here. Which makes me think any other aircraft that I'm looking at on VATSIM may well be way ahead of where it's showing me right now. Dropping altitude fast. We're on profile. We're fine. No worries. 1700 feet per minute's perfectly fine. Right, we probably need to start punching in some numbers. T2011 27. .119er on the radio. Right, there's POS, which is one of our inbound tracks. Now we're showing up. So that's POS. There's a VOR there at POS, Polenta, which I just punched in. Well, I already had that one actually, but I put one in here. This one, Joa, which is not at the head of this runway, it's at the head of the other runway, but it's still nice to have. So yeah, we're basically tracking like that. You got much then for jumping on VATSIM? Nice to watch these streams to help you with what you're supposed to be doing. Laurenisi. Yeah, I mean, I think you're doing the right thing, right? So I think the first thing you do is get used to the aircraft, which is what I did. Spent a couple of weekends just getting used to the aircraft. Because the last thing you want is not knowing how to control the aircraft, and then you've got the ATC telling you to do things and you can't do them. So once you've done that, watching other people do it and then learning the procedures and stuff, that's the next best thing. And then it becomes a confidence problem. Yeah, a lot of people just bottle out because they just they can't get over that talk to ATC thing. And there's no way around that, unfortunately. You have to push yourself that little bit more and do it. But, you know, always remember that on VATSIM, you get out of jail free is to hit that disconnect button. You can always just say to the controller, sorry, I need to disconnect, and then disconnect. You know, it's a sim, it doesn't matter. But, you know, learn the wording before you get on frequency, I'd say, for everybody's benefit. That's very true. When you're flying VFR, you've got to control the aircraft. You can't disconnect, and you can get task saturated. Yeah, what Dirk has said, it's another good thing to do. Just log in at an airport, just sit there and listen to the clearance delivery frequency, listen to what flight they're putting in and what's being said to them, and then listen to ground, bring up the taxi chart, look at ground, see where he's routing planes, listen to tower about the depart, like just get used to the radio. Stormworks, I don't know. You can log in as an observer, yes.